What's going on, y'all, man? It's LA Rich, and we back with another video, man. And look, today we have Charlie Kirk back on the channel with this video title being, honestly, I expect this one to be one of the probably best debates I've watched from him based on this title, man. So the title of this video is Charlie Kirk leaves gender activists in tears. Now, if this title comes out to be true, that it was a gender activist really left in tears from a debate from him, hey man, that is honestly, I can only imagine how this is gonna go. But before we get into this video, what I want to say is thank y'all so much for helping me hit 13,000 subscribers. We enrolled up to 13.1 thousand now. I appreciate y'all so much for all the love and support y'all show me every single day. It truly means the most to me. Nonetheless, we're gonna go ahead and get into this video. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know some more videos to react to, man, whether it's from Charlie Kirk or anybody else, and I got y'all with it. But hey, enough of the talking, let's do it.
Justice Ketanji Brown's Jackson's qualifications for the Supreme Court, and how you mentioned that she was unable to define what a woman is, and I'd like to compare that to Justice Barrett. So Justice Jackson went to a public high school, attended an Ivy League law school, clerked for the Supreme Court, was a public defender, served on the Sentencing Commission, was a district judge, and served on the Court of Appeals. And as for Justice Barrett, she was a Supreme Court clerk, and she also sat in the Court of Appeals. And when she was being questioned by the Senate during her confirmation, she was asked to name the freedoms of the First Amendment, which she struggled with. So my question is, what makes Justice Justice Barrett more qualified than Justice Brown?
So first of all, what does your shirt say? I can't see that.
Trump 24 years in prison.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, got it. But we could talk about that in a second. I was like seeing double. I was like, are you a Trump fan or not? Because, yeah, obviously not. Yeah, I mean, by the way, how is Ketanji Brown Jackson's Ivy League credentials impressive if she got in with affirmative action? Why is that impressive? And by the way, Amy Coney Barrett did her entire hearing without a shred of notes in front of her. You remember that? She had nothing but a notepad, all from memory. Ketanji Brown Jackson, I will just ask you, do you think it's important that one of the 9 people determining the most important interpretation of our laws knows what a woman is?
I mean, this right here, I hope I don't hear anything out of his mouth but yes. Like, come on now, please be real for a second, man.
Well, right. Well, my counter to that is that we shouldn't really be seeing the world in black and white. And a woman it's more than what meets the eye for a definition.
No, it's not. No, we should see the world through male and female. Yeah.
Why?
Definitely. Well, why? Because I live in reality, not in Narnia or some sort of weird created academic abstract space that doesn't exist.
So why shouldn't a person be socially welcome to identify with gender outside of the binary?
Well, anyone can pretend to be something they're not, but that doesn't make them the thing that they're not. Can I be black?
No.
Oh, but why can't I socially become black? Blackface, right? I can pretend, wear camouflage, masquerade as something that I'm not, right? How's that different than a trans person?
Race and gender are two completely separate
It's
things.
crazy how with that question, when he follows it up with, well, can I be black? And then they always say no. It literally, it basically makes their whole point invalid then. How does, when it comes to gender, it's something where you can just basically pick what you want to be or what you identify as, you can pick, but when it comes to race, that's the limit on, okay, nah, you can't choose what race you want to be though. Why not? If anything, that would make it more of a case because it's people with 10% Hispanic in them, 10% Asian in them, 10% Indian, African, so they actually can say that. But you know it's a restriction on that, but when it comes to what you identify as far as genders, it's okay. Come on, man. Please stop this.
They have nothing to do with each other, and the existence of being transgender does not imply the existence of being transracial.
So you can pretend to say that you have ovaries when you don't, but you can't put makeup on to pretend to be a black person.
What transgender women are claiming to have ovaries?
There's lots of men that pretend to have ovaries. In fact, the CDC guidance says right now that men can chest feed. Do you think men can chest feed?
That's not the sole criterion for being.
So let me ask you a question. What is a woman?
A woman is someone who identifies as one.
Answer the question without saying the word woman. You can't say the word woman. That's called circular reasoning. It's like saying a tree is something that looks like a tree. So I'll ask again, what is a woman?
A woman is a person who lives a lifestyle aligned with feminine characteristics, not necessarily your chromosomes or your genitals.
So someone who just wears a dress. So what you are doing is you are reducing womanhood to a costume.
That's literally that's a great way to put it too. That's exactly what he's doing.
No. So, are you suggesting that, like, a transgender woman goes about her day pretending to be a woman, but then when she gets home, she starts acting like a man?
No, delusional in every part of life. I understand that, but that doesn't mean they're not delusional. There's a series of mental conditions where you could pretend to be a wolf. Can you be trans species too? Does your own mental condition dictate external reality? Yes or no?
Not necessarily.
Okay, then why do you believe that a biological man can become something that he is not? Because he thinks it.
Because gender is not interchangeable with sex.
Yeah, right. So there are 0 genders. There are only 2 sexes. Gender is a made-up term that started in the academy in the 1960s. Talking about sex, which is the only thing that actually can be proven and that matters, X, 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 Y, I will ask the question again. Why is it that a man can suddenly become a dress and can be treated exactly the same as a woman that is biologically, not just biologically different, but somebody has a different brain, a different hormonal system, menstruate, have children? I'll be very honest with you. It is so unbelievably insulting to women to have men have to lecture that all it takes is some weird dude with testosterone can put makeup on, wear a thong and a dress, and he suddenly becomes a woman. Here's at the essence of the issue, is that no matter how much surgery you do, no matter how many drugs you take, you don't stop being the thing that you were born. You don't get to determine your reality by a stroke of the will.
This is very true. I mean, everything he's saying is true.
I don't deny for a second that the trans person thinks that they are. Certain people think that they're younger than they are. Some people think they're taller than they are. Some people think they're richer than they are. Some people think they're innocent when they're not, like Bob Menendez. There's plenty of delusional people in this world. It's up for society to say no to the delusional and yes to reality. It is for us to not allow us to be reigned under the tyranny of somebody's imagination. Do you have a response? And then we'll wrap it up.
Oh my God, he actually finna cry. What is going? He is actually about to cry. Wow, what happened? I could tell. You know what? I could actually tell in the beginning that he was a little nervous coming up, but he is literally okay. Let's see how they play this off.
I'm not going to put you on the spot. I appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, next question. And give it up for him. That's not easy to do at a conservative event. I appreciate that. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good way to play it off. Hey, kudos to Charlie for playing it off like that too.
Thank you.
Yeah, kudos to Charlie for playing it off. I mean, even though what he said was pretty crazy as far as what his beliefs are, you never know what people have going on in their life, you know. So I like how Charlie played that off. But let's see what the comments are saying. Conservative event, nobody screamed at him, nobody attacked him, nobody threatened him. What a stark difference from a liberal event. Charlie showing class all the way, backs off when the kid is clearly upset and knows he lost the argument, and then tells the crowd to give him a round of applause for his courage. And then finally thanks the kid for standing up. That's class, grace, and respect. Yeah, that was real. I like how Charlie played that off, man, because you know it. Even though it's a debate, the student wasn't disrespectful or anything. He came up there. You can tell from the beginning that he was a little nervous, and like I said, you never know what people have going on back at home or anything. So he was choking on heavy dose of reality. I pray he learned and understood the truth being spoken. His kid breaks my heart. He seems so lost. Thank you, Charlie, for respectfully educating him and treating him with kindness. I feel bad for the kid. He is clearly genuinely well-intentioned. It just demonstrates how little it takes to debunk his nonsense when the young people are being brainwashed into. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, it's like that knowledge just gets fed into people's heads, man, and it's all new knowledge from what they were basically taught growing up. And when it gets fed into their heads, it's almost like it's being pushed on them to believe that. You know, and if you believe that, you're just wrong, which is the complete wrong way of thinking, man. And it comes to a point where they just don't want to hear the reality of what life really is, man, what this world was made upon, what the actual real way of living is, man. And it's crazy to say that, but it's true. But hey, thank y'all so much for helping me hit 13,000 subscribers. We're on the road to 13.1 thousand now. I appreciate y'all so much for all the love and support y'all show me every single day. It truly means the most to me. Nonetheless, let's go ahead and close out the video. Y'all make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And it's LA Rich, and I'm gonna get up out of here, man. All right, y'all.
I just got the race, I boost it up, that I'm not real. Shooter ready, go there, ready, blaze, they hit up everyone. Every time I did a give a shit, I still ain't number one. In my pockets filled with money, bitch, like fucking.